There are concerns that recent protests could spread COVID-19 further.
Medical reporter Liz Bonus shares now why public health specialists are pleading with protesters to go home.
From Washington D.C. to Minnesota to Cincinnati to Atlanta, as protesters stand shoulder to shoulder, an urgent message is beginning to overshadow some of their message, peaceful or not.
We are better than this. We're better than this as a city. We are better than this as a country. Go home. Go home.
But part of that request to go home comes from community public health specialists such as Dr. Odell Owens.
Well, there's two levels of that for me. One is an African American. I'm disappointed with the violence. If I put my public hat on, what a disaster. What a disaster.
Dr. Owens says people in the streets, many without masks.
And when you're shouting, and when they're shouting, no justice, no peace, the contingent can spread more than 6 feet.
And the track record for when that happens shows that what's happening out here will lead to more people winding up in here with COVID-19, according to infectious disease specialist Dr. Stephen Blatt.
Well, the incubation period is really as short as 3 to 4 days and could be as long as 2 weeks.
So certainly we saw large crowds using voices, and I just sort of wonder, do we have any information about how that might spread this virus?
I mean, there have been some outbreaks among choirs that's very interesting. Several large outbreaks where one person in a choir has the infection and they're all singing loudly and droplets are being expelled and multiple other choir members have become ill. So it is certainly a possibility.
Well, many protesters are younger, which ups the odds that they will recover. It's important to remember, Dr. Owen says, that
you're going to go home and kill your grandma. I'm not pulling any punches. You're going to go home and kill your grandma, who was elderly and with multiple underlying problems.
Unless, he says, of course, you go home now and reduce the risk. I'm medical reporter Liz Bonus reporting.